Hello, hello, hello. It's coffee time, and I had a little look on the Daily Mail before I came on, and I shouldn't have done, because it doesn't look like it doesn't look like there's a lot of news. There's not a lot of news. Um, there's nothing funny. There's no fun. There's no fun on the Daily Mail website today. Okay, let's do. I'm going to do my best. First, we'll start with we're going to Welsh Wales, and apparently in Welsh Wales they've got some new road signs up to celebrate their Welshness, and these signs they're very highly stylised. They're highly stylised, giving you the speed. Now again, Wales, they have the 20-mile-an-hour rule, don't they? But apparently it's been revoked. They're backing down because no one could get anywhere, especially in the rural areas. But yeah, there's you're probably thinking, stylised Wales. They've got the speed limit. I don't know, marked out with sheep. No, not sheep. You're thinking the wrong animal. It's dragons. And many people have complained to say it's illegible, because that doesn't look like anything, does it? This one is on Victoria Park Road in Barry, near Cadoxton Primary School. And families who have obviously children at the school, brand sign dangerous. And they're furious, apparently. Furious. Though I don't know if we've got any of them. Oh, it's even worse from a distance. Look at that. It just looks like a little emblem. It looks even worse. That's no good, is it? That's no good at all. So yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know, road markings in the UK look like this, and they're clearly signed, and you can. Whereas that, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. Your brain, and your eye is not going to be able to process that. So I do think they have a point. I wonder how much money has been spent on this. Meanwhile, this is near North Cardiff. You can't even read the sign because someone spray painted over the 20 miles an hour sign, because the locals, they don't like it. They don't like the 20 mile an hour limit. Again, like I said, it's been walked back. It's been rethunk it. Maria Pitton on social media said, "I think it's dangerous, the dragon sign, not the 20 miles an hour limit, as it isn't immediately obvious what it's saying, so you really have to look at it. And that's just what you need around schools." I think he's being sarcastic there. Peter Ayton also commented on social media saying, "Are they trying to catch car drivers? You couldn't make this up." Oh, here we go. According to the Labour-controlled Welsh Government, £32 million was spent on implementing the new go slow laws in villages, towns and cities in Wales. So some of that money would have been spent on the dragon-themed signs, which is, again, highly irresponsible. But yeah, the newly appointed Transport Secretary, Ken Skates, has recently announced that the guidance to councils on which roads could be exempted from the lower speed limit will be revised. And so local town halls could return areas, vast tracts of Wales, back to 30 miles per hour by the end of the year. And there was a petition signed by nearly 500,000 people, 469,571 signatures were signed against the 20 mile an hour limit. Now again, as somebody who's a pedestrian, I think you should slow down, but even I can see, a blanket 20 mile an hour limit is ridiculous. But anyway, that's not what the story's about. The story's about a dragon sign. Again, from a distance, it looks illegible. You don't even realise what it says. And again, there's probably a speed camera there as well, so it's double bubble, isn't it? They can get your money. Get your money. Or how about new builds from hell news? Have you spent all your money on a new house and you're not happy? Well, this is oh, he didn't want to do it. This is the story of John and Liz Pritchard, right? They moved into the new £600,000 new build home This is in Wellington in Somerset, and they moved in last year. And they're now in a battle with Bovis Homes, who built the new build, trying to get things fixed. And you can see by this that they've got a lot of snagging. I love the word snagging. Snagging. I learnt snagging when we had our shop rebuilt, and we had to do snagging. That's where you go around and look at all the mistakes and add them up, and then you tell the builders, I've got some snagging. And they've got some snagging here. I'm sure he could fix it himself, couldn't he? Get up on a ladder, screwdriver. That's literally a 5-minute job, just to screw that up into the ceiling. Even I could do that, and I'm useless. That's some interesting brickwork, isn't it? That's some interesting brickwork. You could almost play noughts and crosses on that, couldn't you? I can see why they might be a little bit alarmed. And yeah, it doesn't all kind of it looks a bit. Look, everything's a bit wonky. Again, it's not apparent until you kind of follow the lines. The lines kind of look. Everything's just. I reckon the old man's been around the place with a spirit level, and he reckons he's found 200 defects, Mr. Pritchard. He got an independent snagging expert in, who found 200 imperfections during his inspection, and this is the house. So don't buy their house. If they've got it up for sale, don't buy it. Here they are, stand outside. You need your arms folded to show your fury. Again, everything is just. So he said he couldn't move the dishwasher in the utility room because it's blocked by a kickboard. There you go, and they can't even open their front door because, I don't know if you can see there, it's been fitted slightly askew, so it wedges in. So there you go, and that's it, looking from above, an aerial view. So yeah, snagging. Have you had any snagging done? Let me know in the comments box below. You won't. I don't know why why am I bothering? Why am I even bothering with any of this? Again, if anybody knows, leave a comment in the comment box below. Oh dear. What else have we got? Oh, there's not a lot. There's not a lot going on here, you know. There's not a lot happening. Oh, here we go. Are you a boozer? Do you like booze? Do you like booze? I had a drink problem once. I kept spilling me pint. But anyway, back to the booze. Britain could be plunged into a carver shortage, as there's a drought has hit Catalonia, one of the worst droughts on record. And drinks company Freixenet, is that how you pronounce it? Freixenet has furloughed 80% of its workers because of the issues it's got, and it warns that there's a significant decrease in the number of grapes being harvested, which would have a massive impact on all wine markets around the world. It produced declassified sparkling wine for markets. Declassified secret sparkling wine in Germany, Switzerland, Austria, as the crisis destroys crops. And here is a bottle of Carver, just in case you've forgotten what one looks like. Makes you feel thirsty, doesn't it? Really? It's quite nice. It's a rosé. Have we got any? Here we go. This was taken last month. You can see the state. Those are the vines. There's not a lot there. It looks like the whole area has just been returned to dust there. But yeah, the area produces 95% of all Carver. That's the vineyards of Penedès in Catalonia, which is shocking. And that, you know what I blame? Brexit. That's what I blame on that now. It's probably global warming, or that period of high solar intensity that we've been talking about, which nobody ever mentions in the press, because global warming, it's all man-made, don't you know, apparently. There's an element to it, but there are other forces too. We're in an enclosed system. and the system fixes itself through various temperature controls. We have periods of ice age and periods of warmth. I mean, the UK was once a tropical swamp. You know? Norfolk still like it. That's a joke. That's just I'll upset the Norfolkers. But yeah, God, these pictures are quite dramatic. Wow. So there you go. Yeah, you might want to stock up on your carver. Right. What else have we got? Ah, here we go. Who wants to see a sad man? What are you talking about? You're already looking at one. That's not fair. I'm only here to entertain. I'm your dancing monkey of news. Anyway, there's a video going around on TikTok. He's called @ubs.life, and he created a video, and there is a bit of the video, and I'm just seeing if there's an advert, because you never know, there could be an advert. Come on, Daily Mail website. Yeah, there's an advert. Oh, Edinburgh Festival. Go to Edinburgh Festival, be careful what you say. So yeah, this is the fellow, and it's a day in the life of a middle class man, right? And he sees him getting ready for work, you know, and making a milkshake, packing up his things, you know, putting the bin out. It's all the things that men have to do, you know. Going to get some donuts. Oh, can't do that. Don't worry, there's a whole minute and a half of this. Because if you think your life's sad, then there's this fella. And he takes lunch at 11. God, that's a bit early. Likes his grub. Oh, I see. He has lunch and then goes to the company picnic. So he had a 2-hour lunch. I want his job. Finishes at 4. Blimey. And people are saying this is the saddest video on the internet because it's the reality of life. And many people have this life. I don't know what they expect. They expect him to, I don't know, be jetting around the world. Takes his dog for a walk, gets stuck in traffic. And there you go. You get more fast food. And that's his life. So many people have said his life is empty and sad, and it's a comment on modern society. I think it is really. I think it is a comment on how many people live their lives. But this is probably the average for many people in that 9-to-5 existence. So, yeah, yeah. So there's a lot of people who just see. Here are some of the comments. Dude is trapped in the matrix. He has a good job, 3 meals a day, nice house, dog. Why sad? People live in war-torn countries, and you think this is the saddest thing you've seen? Exactly. This isn't sad, but this, I said, wow, this is the emptiest life without any real purpose I've seen in a long time. Vanessa adds, this looks like a man living a fulfilled life. Why can't people be happy with simplicity? And that is a good point. You know, he has got a simple life. You know, he's not, I don't know, queuing at stupid o'clock in the morning on a Saturday to queue up for record store day or something stupid like that and spend all their money on vinyl that they've already got because it, I don't know, it comes in a different sleeve. That's sad. What's that? We've lost all the vinyl enthusiasts. Are they still alive? Oh, don't worry about it. Anyway, so what do you think? Sad or happy? Or, I don't know, is it a life that you'd be envious of? I do not know. I mean, sorry, it's just such a poor collection of stories today. It's really bad. It's really bad. Here you go. This is court news. Dame Anne Rafferty, she's a former judge, reckons that pop-up courts should be set up in pubs, libraries, and supermarkets, and sometimes even in the open air, in order to restore faith in the criminal justice system. The 73-year-old said that the bonus point of the improvised courts will be a reduction in the massive backlog at the moment in our legal system, which is facing its 23-year high. They reckon there are 67,000 cases awaiting, to be seen, and that's because of what happened with COVID. A couple of years of COVID has slowed everything down, and this is Dame Anne Rafferty in a finery. I love the idea of it being held in a supermarket. You can, at Blue Water, where you could just stand and watch the court. I think court should be more transparent anyway. I mean, I think a lot of these cases should be broadcast. They should be on the news. Like there should be a dedicated court channel. And but I'm not sure about having a pop-up court outside Lidl. I don't know. It kind of cheapens it, doesn't it? Really. Have you ever outside M&S? Ideally, not Lidl. That's a bit down market. Or you could have it at the pub. We found him guilty, Your Honour. Yeah, I don't know about the pub. Probably not a good idea. So there you go. Oh, got an animal story. That's good. Can't do that one. I did that one about the coins being found under the floorboards. Okay, how about this? This is well, she's Shirley Rosemary Flynn from Birmingham, so in the UK. She claims that she's single for 6 years because she's too hot to date, and that men are intimidated by her confidence. So she's 41, right? And she says that rude trolls have called her arrogant when she's previously spoke out to say men are scared to date her because of her amazing good looks. Well, let's have a look. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. There's a lot on display there, isn't there? I don't think that's the reason. I don't think that's the reason why men don't want to date her. Ay caramba. I'm demonetised again. Guys, I imagine many of you out there are single. She's available for you. So up in Birmingham. So I'm sure she's got a social media page you can look up. But yeah, she said people think I'm arrogant and full of myself. Some of them said I should go to Specsavers. Well, I've already got glasses, and I still look sexy with my glasses on, she said. You've got to admire her confidence. And yes, she also says she's been discriminated against because of her double J sized breasts. There you go. Again, I'm just saying OnlyFans. I'm just putting OnlyFans out there. OnlyFans. No? Okay. We could do news, couldn't we? Could we do that? Don't know. Talking of OnlyFans, Charlotte Church, who was again a child prodigy. She was like the Aled Jones, wasn't she? The female Aled Jones. Here she is, back in the day when she was a young'un, and she used to sing. Another one from Welsh Wales. They don't have make some singers, don't they? They make some singers in the old Welsh Wales. But yeah, in a recent interview, she's now 38. She says that she's not a millionaire anymore. And she was worth, they reckon, 25 million quid when she was 11. My goodness. What did she do with all the money? But yeah, she says, I'm not a millionaire, and she sold off her mansion. She had a Welsh mansion. Here it is. They said it was worth 1.5 million. In the UK, 1.5 million Welsh mansion, that'd be worth at least 10 million, wouldn't it? But yeah, she sold it and she's downsized to a semi-detached house. And here she is now. Well, I was thinking, Charlotte, if you want to make some quick money, OnlyFans. I'm just saying, OnlyFans. But yeah, imagine being worth like £25 million at 11 years old. But yeah, she sung for Bill Clinton, Pope John Paul II, the Queen, and of course King Chuck. But yeah, she couldn't access her money until she was 18. But she said it did send her off once she became of age. She set off on a spending spree, and one trip to Ibiza cost £10,000. So she did own an £800,000 yacht back in the day, back in 2010. So yeah, I mean, So just imagine being worth 25 million at 11. It's just crazy, and you can let all that money slip away. Can't do that one. Okay, all the good pictures are buried deep down. We're going to a controversial village display at the village haberdashery in Shepton Mallet in Somerset. It's the Hive Cafe, right? The local this is the Hive. The local knitting group decided to knit a display, but it's met controversy. I can't show you it. Well, I can show you because they've already sent. This is the display. It's a load of nude villagers, I suppose, including a policeman and a farmer, all with everything out on display. So I think, is that one of them a vicar? Yeah, I think one of them's a vicar. Yeah, it's called outrage. Why? It's just a bit of fun. My goodness. It had been covered up by owner Mike Alford after a woman pointed out there were two schools nearby. The local said she didn't want her grandchildren looking at the filth. She didn't want them looking at the characters' genitals on their way to school. Oh dear. Oh dear. In response, a campaign called Free the High Five has been set up to uncover the figures once again. And a number of people have gone to Facebook to support the push to uncensor the knitted characters, which are created to raise money for the Dorset and Wiltshire Air Ambulance. So they were made for a good cause. Sandra Whitcomb, who knitted the man with the beard, the vicar, and the Rastafarian, is that what that one was? So it was a bit of fun and a bit of a laugh for the people of Shepton. They're actually quite difficult to make, and it can take hours. The private parts are easy, but the rest of it, all the construction can take a long time. All the genitals have to be the same size. You have to knit it to a pattern so they're all equal, and nobody's made to feel inadequate. I was just going to say, you've got to compare the Rasta man to the vicar. Come on, we know the Rasta man's not going to be the same size as the vicar. Come on, we've all seen those movies. The characters have attracted plenty of new visits to the cafe, which is nice. So there you go. So who'd have thought it? Little knitted figures causing outrage because of woolen genitals. Woolen Genitals is the name of my new band, so keep your eye out for them. What else have we got? Have we got any other funnies? Yeah, this is a case of you wouldn't want to be the bloke responsible for this. We're going to Turkey. This is in Kusadasi in Turkey, and I'm just waiting to see if the footage will load. And what you're going to see here, buying time, waiting to see if there's an advert, 50-second clip, there is, 6-second advert, I can live with that. But you're going to see a cruise ship pulling in. It's the Celestial Journey cruise ship, and it's pulling in to Turkey. And it's, as you can see, so it's quite a big old vessel, 700 foot it is. And yeah, the Celestial Journey it's called. But like I said, you wouldn't want to be the person responsible for this, because it's, you know, it's going, and then, are you ready? Oh, yeah, it crashes into the harbour. Oh, someone's going to have to pay for it. I hope they're insured. Oh, nasty that. Yeah, it just couldn't slow down in time. They reckon the crew miscalculated and approached the pier too quickly. Members of the 597-person crew reported lowered the anchor in a bid to slow the approach, but despite the desperate efforts, the ship crashed into the pier. But the collision only caused minimal damage to the ship and pier, and there were no injuries reported on board or on shore. That was at 12 p.m. on Monday at the Kusadasi cruise port in Turkey. There you go. And the cruise liner has 630 cabins. Very, very nice. Very, very nice, but not good when it crashes into the port like that. It's like, you think they'd be used to it. That's kind of animal news. Yeah, I'm gonna put that under animal news. It's kind of animal news. Meanwhile, let's go to Athens, where they've got some Saharan dust. So keep your eyes out, because you're going to get your dust. That red dust is going to be on your bins. This is overlooking Athens. And it looks like they're living on Mars at the moment. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Southerly winds painted the city orange hue. And that's at Turkey Hill, which I think is quite a famous hill that overlooks the city. And there's the Temple of Apollo in Corinth, in Greece. I mean, that looks very arty, doesn't it? Look at that. I like it. But yeah, that's the Acropolis. Oh, it's like the end of the world, isn't it? But yeah, I reckon the skies are expected to clear today. But yeah, it's very, very impressive. So I wonder if that dust will come this way, because sometimes when you go out, you can see it on your car or on your bin. This kind of red silt, and it comes all the way from the Sahara. Can you believe it? So anyway, I'm going to go. I've got a couple of animal stories. One is a real one, and one isn't, and you'll figure that out when you see it. But we're going to Sri Lanka, and these are some images of what the animals in Sri Lanka are having to put up with, and it's quite sad. Again, this is the human impact on the environment, and yeah, it's elephants have started to rummage and scavenge through the rubbish piles that are appearing in Sri Lanka. I mean, isn't that the saddest thing? And those were taken by Damith Danthanarayana. I think I got that right, and I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm not going to try and say it again. It's just appalling, isn't it? Mind you, they're amongst the dogs. I think there might even be a heron over there scavenging. You get the feeling they're looking at each other thinking, is this what we've come to? Is this it for us? Yeah, there's a load of herons. there as well. So that's in the eastern part of Sri Lanka. And I don't think I've seen a sadder sight. Wow, urbanisation at its worst. Terrible, terrible pictures. Meanwhile, this is, this is, well, I'm just waiting for the video. And there's an advert, a 29-second ad on broadband. It's a broadband advert, which is nice. But we're looking at some technology. This is where technology meets the animal world. And you're going to see something called, are you ready? It's going to be called the Terminator. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, they've equipped one of those robot dogs with a flamethrower. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's fucking terrifying. Yeah, a company called Throwflame in Ohio has put the £37 quadruped machine for sale. It's $9,420. That's not bad, and you can buy it in all states except Maryland. The idea is that the Terminator can be used for, well, clearing snow, I reckon, is one of its applications, but it can shoot a 30-foot jet of fire from a flamethrower on its back. But yeah, it says it's not a weapon. The company says it's not a weapon, but it's used for wildfire control, agricultural management, entertainment, and ice removal. And I don't know about you, but I welcome our robot overlords. All you've got to do is combine AI with that thing, and we're all of us. Like I said, I'm going to start saying sorry and thank you to Alexa and Siri more often. I think it looks a piece of work, doesn't it? It really looks like something from a sci-fi movie. It's terrifying. Just. Do you ever get the feeling we're entering a supreme age of stupid, that we're actually signing our own death warrants here? Or maybe I'm just being a little bit alarmist. I don't know. But anyway, let's see if there's anybody in. Let's have a look. Is there anybody in? 4 people in. God, they're loving it. They're loving it, they are. Wait a minute, I spy some money. Ooh. Clive's in. He says, hi there. All right, Clive. He says, nothing wrong with a simple life, especially when you look at the lives of others in the world. Indeed. I think he's probably got it the right way, as long as he's happy. I think probably the problem is people are too quick to look at other people's lives and make comparisons. And again, with social media and everything that's going on, I think it's pointless. You should just try and find happiness in your own life, and because happiness comes from within, and I think it's hard for a lot of people to do that kind of thing. But when you do the 9 to 5, again, I remember, I know it was a long time ago, I know it's like, God, it's come up to nearly a quarter of a century since I worked in an office. But I remember what the 9 to 5's like. You get up, you go to work, you get something to eat, you come home, you get something to eat, you go to bed, and you rinse and repeat. And it's a pretty soulless existence. So yeah, that's modern life for you. And Renee's in. He says, good afternoon to you. Well, AJ's given me money, which means I like AJ. AJ's my favourite person at this very moment in time, because if you give me money, I'll be your friend. And let's see if I can get this on screen. Here we go. Give me $4, which is probably going to be about £2 by the time conversion and YouTube takes their cut. But hey, it's all cash. It's all cash. I'll accept shirt buttons if I could exchange them for something of monetary value. AJ says the Egypt pictures look like paintings. They do look very, very cinematic. And he says, I want a flamethrower dog, lol, but I don't want to pay the 10k. And I'm in the office right now. Well, again, someone's got to do it. There's no shame in that. The same way as there's no shame in sweeping the streets or working in a shop or anything. You know, if you've got a good job and you can get it done, well done. You know, well done on you. And Dr. Oz has just appeared out of nowhere. He says, "I'm just in." He's probably had his finger in someone's bottom. I hope you washed your hands, mate. I hope you washed your hands. I don't know what kind of Dr. Oz is, but I imagine he's a proctologist. Because you'd have to be to watch my content, wouldn't you? Because he looks at arseholes all day, and then he comes and looks at me. So, you know, just saying, just putting it out there. Anyway, that was the news. It wasn't particularly good. And thanks for the 4 of you. Did you miss Dogcam? Well, look, this is my life. Dogcam, Layla does her own thing. Layla is not here. Layla is elsewhere. Layla's probably... Oh, wrong camera. There we go. But we can do... Oh, I've got it all wrapped round. How does it all get wrapped round everything? But we do have replacement stuffed dog. There we go. For when she's not here. I've thought of every eventuality. So there we go. You'll have to put up with that. Anyway, thank you for watching, all 4 of you who popped by. And oh, it actually says it's £3.23. Oh, that's converted even better. That's converted even better. But I'm sure YouTube take a big cut. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't know. £3.23 is good. It's almost a pack of strings. And mind you, I think I looked at the cost of strings the other day. They're nearly £8 a pack. I remember when they used to be like £5. What's that all about? Anyway, sorry. I measure my life in guitar strings. That was the news. Thank you for watching. I'm off to go and make a bacon sandwich because it's Wednesday, and Wednesday's bacon sandwich. Why not? Let's have a routine. That's it. Killing the channel 1 video at a time. You know. You got to drink out. Ta-ta.